Women seem to have found that secret for brighter, dewier, glowier complexions. Today we're highlighting what's quickly becoming the most loved product in many beauty bags, brightening powders. I do speak English. Studio 5 style and beauty contributor Megan Moore says a brightening powder may be just the thing you didn't know you needed. Okay, hold on. Jalen, will you grab me my makeup bag? I have a powder in my bag. Okay. And I want to know if it's a brightening powder. Okay. Because I don't really know what this is.
Okay, so brightening powders are different than a traditional setting powder because those are typically designed to mattify and bring the face down, right? They're usually like just translucent as well. So a brightening powder is going to have properties that are going to like bring light to the face. So they usually have a little bit of shimmer to them, like a little bit of mica.
So Marie Osmond told me to buy this. Is this a brightening powder?
Let's see. This is a translucent setting powder. Laura Mercier does make one that is, this does say brightening, so it probably has a little bit of mica in it.
Marie never leads us astray.
It does have some shine in it.
Okay, so in that case, I love this, and I've only been using it for about a year.
Yeah, that's a great one. Laura Mercier, their setting powders, I mean, just been around forever, right?
Okay.
So you're gonna look for something that's going to have, again, a reflection. It should say kind of brightening is usually gonna be in the terminology. And I like the ones that are color theory involved as well, because I think they're gonna be the best on your skin tone, whereas if you just do the white, sometimes it's too light, right? So sometimes people don't like an under eye powder because it's the wrong color and it actually makes them look chalky or makes them feel like their lines are more accentuated, and usually that's a symptom of the powder being too light for your skin tone.
Okay, if it gets chalky, it's too light.
Yes, so that's why I like to steer you towards specific colors for your skin tone.
Does this replace the powder I currently might have in my beauty bag?
Yeah,
this is a replacement.
You can use, I like these in the winter time because that's when we tend to feel more dull. So I shift to this when the weather is colder, whereas in the summer and I'm feeling kind of like shiny and sweaty, I want to mattify down and I'll stick with more of a traditional setting powder. But these ones I love when the weather turns.
And name says what product does, it just brightens, that's the effect?
Yep, it's gonna again use the color theory, right? So it's gonna cancel out the dullness and gonna give you kind of that opposite color, which brings more light. And then again, it's gonna have mica in it, which is a reflective quality. So that kind of gives a glow to the skin that traditional powders don't.
You're gonna show us a few of your favorites, but even more importantly, how to use them.
Yes, for sure. Okay, so I have a few options here for you at all price points. This first one up here is our budget-friendly option. You can find it at Target. Now this is a banana color. So banana yellow is gonna be best for your medium to tan skin tones, okay? So just think about that banana, that yellow is gonna brighten kind of that if you have more of a tan complexion. This is really good. This is, banana powder got put on the map by the Kardashians. So their skin tone that's a little bit more mid-range is gonna be really beautiful for that.
Okay, banana sounds funny, but okay.
Yeah. Okay, so in the mid-range as far as price goes, this one is my favorite. In that one, this is Huda Beauty, which you can get at Sephora. Now this one smells like cupcakes, so not everybody loves the scent of this one. I will say if you don't like scented things, you won't love this one. But this one comes in so many amazing colors. This one I've got here is a peach tone, so this is gonna be great for your light skin tones, okay? So this is where I tend to live, but they do make amazing options for darker skin tones that are gonna be more caramel or more cinnamon tones, okay? And then on the high end of things, this is Givenchy, which is a French brand. You can get it at Sephora.
Say it again.
Givenchy. Ooh. This one is really cool because it actually, if you see in the camera, it has 4 different compartments in it, 4 different colors, and then they mix together, and then when you put it on, and it kind of gives you a hybrid of a few different colors, which is really blurring. So that's why this one's really unique and special.
And I'm glad you mentioned the word blurring. I feel that with the powder I use as well. It brightens, but it also softens.
Yes, we're looking to blur the fine lines and the texture under the skin, and that's what these are going to do. That reflection of the light is kind of a trick of the eyes, and it helps to kind of soften the fine lines and the texture in the skin.
Okay, we have a graphic we'll show you breaking down that color theory that Megan described, showing you what color works on what skin. Do these powders work all over the face? Do I need a certain one for under the eye versus a certain one for my nose?
You can use them all over the face, and sometimes on days where I don't want to wear makeup, I'll just do concealer and then this powder everywhere. But typically, I think you're going to want to put it where you have problems with like your makeup kind of settling throughout the day or a little bit too much shine. So typically brightening powder powders are best underneath the eyes, kind of in between the forehead, and anywhere you kind of want to brighten. I love it down here because I like to transition to my neck and have that color transition really nicely. So you can use them everywhere, but kind of, also spot treat where you feel like you need a little bit more.
Will you show us? There are tools involved.
Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to take the peach one because this is the one that I go for every day, and I'm just going to kind of tap a little bit into the lid.
Are they all loose or some compressed?
They do make some that are pressed powders, but I prefer the loose. I just think you can control it a little bit more. So then I like to put them on with a powder puff. These are just super cheap. Amazon, they kind of have a velvet texture, nothing major there.
I think I need that.
They're so cheap. So you're going to tap into it, but then instead of going straight to your face, you want to stop along the way and get rid of some, and you want to disperse it onto the powder puff evenly.
Take a detour in your beauty journey.
Because then when you go to put it on, you don't have any spots that have a lot of powder, whereas other places have none. It's already been pre-blended here for you. So then you can go in and just tap it really nicely, and you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way, but it mattifies, it blurs, and it kind of brightens underneath that eye. You can see this eye's just a little bit darker, and this one's going to feel a little bit brighter. You can always go in and add more if you want. And some people will put it on and let it bake for a minute, so they'll leave it with that white cast and let it bake, and then kind of brush that away. Brush that off in a few minutes, and that's another way to get even a brighter effect.
I feel even see the effect just in studio today. You looked lovely before, but there is a softening and a brightening.
There is.
This might be a makeup confession. I use my beauty blender.
You can certainly do that. You do use it damp?
Yeah.
I would probably do it, if you're going to do it, I would do it with a dry one.
Okay.
So try that and see if it feels like the texture.
I was feeling that. I just thought I'd verify.
Yeah, the texture may not be as good if you're adding moisture to it. So I would say try it dry and see if you like the difference better.
Will you link those for us? I would love to snag some of those.
Yep.
Okay, thank you so much. What's coming? Brightening Powders. Now we know what we need, and it kind of feels like that secret bottle, that secret potion.
Yeah, just a little something, something.
That will step up our beauty bag game. What's coming up on the Beauty Snoop?
Ooh, we are getting close to my favorite time of the year. My Advent calendar series is coming up, so make sure you're following me on Instagram at Beauty Snoop. I will open an Advent calendar every day and create a beauty look with something I don't know what's coming, so it's blind and it's really fun.
Yeah, in case you don't know, Advent calendars don't just have chocolate behind the tab.
But if you want to buy one, you got to buy it now because they'll be sold out soon.
It's kind of a fun beauty game, so follow along at Beauty Snoop. Thanks so much, Megan. We appreciate it.